4. The White Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-2. The Cleveland Indians went deep.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, I go by the name of Phil Augusta Jackson. This is the Redondo tape. Shout out to Nick Lee.
From Cobb County, Georgia, we welcome you to baseball from Truist Park. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Mike Soroka gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
We're getting a look at one of the top young right-handers in all of baseball. The Braves have had some great starting pitching over the years, and they've developed another one here in Soroka. Big-time sink on his fastball, great secondary pitches. Basically, he's one of the top pitchers in the game.
Now to the plate, here is Willie Castro. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Willie Castro.
Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the game is taken for ball one as we're underway tonight from Truist Park. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2. And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
In now, Joaquin Diaz. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Still struggling at the plate with an average well under 200. 8 home runs, 13 RBIs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now. Diaz drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The 3 true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. The 1-0 home. And we're just underway from Truist Park. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. Aaron Nola is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in his last start, he hit the magic milestone, career win number 100. Listen, when you get into professional baseball and you start racking up wins, the first goal is usually number 100. That's a nice, even number to begin your career.
So now here is Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
The 2-1 home. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's a perfect 2 for 2. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2-1. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Next, here is Ronald Acuna, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Advantage count, 2-0 to the Braves center fielder. 2 out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 3-1. Hard hit toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice AB right there. A little potential for some 2-out lightning. Getting the cleanup hitter to the dish after the first 2 batters of the inning were retired.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
first pitch on the way.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Acuna is off of first with 2 away. Ozuna swings, and it's hit well to left. Tucker looks up. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Number 11 for him on the season. And it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb at the bottom of the first.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The windup and the 0-1. 1-1. Left side, but well foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Now another 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Boy, this is not the way you'd like to start an inning right here after that 2-run bomb. Another base hit, and this could get ugly real early.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack right now, Dan. He saw that 2-run missile go out, and he was on point getting himself a knock.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A runner on first with 2 away. Albies is on the move. Pitch outside, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. He went deep last night twice.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Late that time for a strike. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
And it's 1-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
And it's fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, this is just one of those grinder at bats right here. He worked the count even to 2-2, and he's made him throw a lot of pitches.
Here's the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 11 home runs, 26 RBIs. A 1 pitch on its way. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
To the plate now, Kyle Tucker. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. That's lifted the other way out to left. Ozuna is under it, and he makes the play to end the inning. Digging in will be Josh Donaldson. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
The first baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Now here's the first offering. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. In the air out toward right field. On the move is Harper. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Alejandro.
Next to stand in is Alejandro Kirk, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Three and 0 now.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom 3rd of the order you have to go right after.
Ready now is Ben Ruda. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Here it comes, 1-0. Grounded down the 3rd baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. He's ready. Now the pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. grounded to third. There's Baez. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Braves go down quietly. After two, it's a 2-0 ball game. And that brings up Javi Baez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Pitch on the way. Soroka has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. So 1 out and nobody aboard, and that brings up JT Realmuto. Now the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Popped up. Therefore, it is Donaldson, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate is Aaron Nola. First pitch of the AB now. Lifted down the line in left. Ozuna is under it, and that will end the inning. Into the box, Mike Soroka, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First delivery to him.
Mike Soroka.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Hoskins has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 9.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, today's game certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as they're